Good morning, students. In English, we were seeing prose unit 1, Who Owns the Water? In yesterday's video, we have completed section 2. Today, we will see section 3. Before going into section 3, first let us recall section 2. By catching the smell of the boar, the wild dogs came to the spot where the boar was sleeping. So the dogs started digging the hole as if the boar was under the ground. Then only they realized that there was no boar, so they didn't have any food for their dinner. So they left the place. But because the dogs dig the hole become little bit bigger. Then it rained heavily. It poured continuously day and night. Because of that, the dry earth soaked with moisture. The hole in the ground collected the water during the rain, and around the edges, around the hole, the grass grew in brighter green. So the buffalo spot that place, and they wallowed in that hole. As usual, buffaloes do like this. So then every afternoon, all lot of buffaloes come to that spot, and they trample the soil by their hooves. So once the pit was a tiny depression, but now it has become a little watering hole. முன்னாடி அந்த குழி வந்து ஒரு சின்ன ஒரு பள்ளமாக இருந்தது. ஆனால் கொஞ்சம் கொஞ்சமாக அது பெருசாகி இப்போ ஒரு தண்ணி தேங்கி இருக்கிற அளவுக்கு ஒரு பெரிய குழி ஆயிடுச்சு. Till this we saw in section 2. Now we will continue with section 3. First let us see the glossary. Tilled. Tilled means urudal. Prepared the land for crops. Preparing the land for making crops. That is called tilled. Meager. Kuraivana. Small quantity. That is a small amount. Gratitude. Nandri aridal. Being thankful. Thankful is gratitude. Verdant. Passum pullarda. That is green with grasses. Very greeny with grasses. Suspiciously. Sandegamaga. Doubtfully. That is suspiciously. Summoned. அழைப்பு. That is called. Fortune. நல்வாய்ப்பு. That is luck. Contentment. நிறைவு. Satisfaction. Contentment means satisfaction. Stuttered. தடுமாற்றமான பேச்சு. Spoke with difficulty. Foursquare. அழுத்தமாக. Solidly. அழுத்தமாக means solidly. Section 3. A poor farmer tilled the land near the once small depression. There is a poor farmer who tilled the land. Tilled means urudal. Where did he tilled the land? Near the once small depression. Here it refers to the little watering hole, because that hole only once was a small depression. His life was hard and the rains were often cruel. Cruel means koduramanam. Because of no rain, his life was hard. மழை இல்லாம கஷ்டப்பட்டுட்டு இருந்தார். In summer months, he had to travel far to get water for his thirsty crops, and even then his harvest was meager. So in summer months also he went very far. Travel far means he need to go very far to get water for his thirsty crops. Thirsty crop means his crops need water to grow. So he went very far to get water. Though he did like that also, what happened? His harvest was meager. Meager means very small quantity. One day, not long after the last of the season's rain, he straightened up from his back-breaking work and looked over the land that was once becoming brown again. One day after the last season of rains, but not very after long, like that one day, he straightened up from his back-breaking work. That means after doing a very hard work, he stood up and he is looking at the land that was soon becoming brown again. So what happened? When he looked at the land, he saw that his land was becoming brown again. Brown again means it is becoming dry. His land is becoming dry. And on the horizon, just saw his pitiful plot. His eyes came to rest on a patch of green. On the horizon means while looking at his land which is becoming brown, just behind his pitiful plot means after his land he found a patch of green. That means he saw a place where only it was green. Going closer to investigate, the farmer fell to the ground with gratitude at the sight of the verdant bowl. Verdant means green with grass. So seeing that place, how there was a green with grass, there was a watering hole, and there only it was green with grass. Seeing that, what happened, the farmer fell on the ground with gratitude. Gratitude means thankful. Seeing that place with water and green with grass, he fell on the ground being thankful. Here was water to be had, and so close to his holding. So he found that there was water, and that was very close for him also. Forgetting all tiredness, he raced home and brought out his pickaxe and spade, and soon the buffalo's picnic spot was a perfectly decent little pond. So he forgot all his tiredness after seeing that watering hole. So he raced home means very rushed home, and he bought out his pickaxe means kodali, and spade means manveti. So he bought these two from his house, and what did he do? He made it to a decent little pond. Once it was a buffalo's picnic spot, because in that place only every afternoon the buffaloes used to come and enjoy. So he changed that into a decent little pond. Is this story going to end with a moral? You ask me suspiciously. So you can ask me whether this story is going to end with a moral. That too, how? Suspiciously means very doubtful. Very doubtful. You can ask whether this story is going to end with moral. No, little one, but there is something to learn from everything we see and hear. I will say no, because it is not going to end, but there is something to learn from everything. That means we will always learn something from everything what we see and whatever we hear. So hush while I come to the end of the tale. So hush means be quiet till I come to the ending of the story. So happy was the farmer that he told his wife, who summoned the village priest to bless their fortune. So the farmer was very happy, and he told his wife, who summoned. Summoned means called. His wife called the village priest. Priest means pusari. So his wife called a priest from the village to bless their fortune. Fortune means luck. So his wife called a priest to bless their fortune. I do not need to tell you how soon news travels in a little village, and so it was quite a crowd that gathered by the side of the pond to see the priest furrow his brow and chant serious something that nobody ever understand. So I don't need to say that how news will travel in a village, because if there is any news it will travel very fast in a village. So I do not need to say that, because you know how fast it will be passed in a village among the people. So it was quite a crowd that gathered by the side of the pond. So like that the news were passed among the people in the village, and a crowd came and gathered by the side of the pond to see what? To see the priest furrow his brow. To see the priest raising his eyebrows and saying something. Chant means ucharital. To the priest was saying something which nobody can understand. Just then, the richest farmer in the village pushed his way to the front of the group. So, then what happened? A richest farmer in that village pushed his way means he came in front of the group. He was always upset when things took place that he was not invited to. So, that rich farmer will be upset when he is not invited to something which is happening in his village. So if something is happening in that village, if he is not invited to that, he will be very upset. Looking at the farmer and the placid pond, a slow smile of contentment creased his face. So the rich farmer looked at the poor farmer and the placid pond, that means very nice pond. After looking the farmer and the pond, a slow smile of contentment creased his face. Contentment means satisfaction, nimmadi or niraivu. After seeing both, the rich farmer have had a slow smile on his face. I see you have come to bless my pond, he said to the priest. What did the rich farmer told the priest? You have come to bless my pond. Your pond, stuttered the poor farmer. What happened? The rich farmer immediately said that the pond belongs to him. The poor farmer asked, your pond? Stuttered means tadumatramana pechu, spoke with difficulty. When the rich farmer told like that, this poor farmer spoke with difficulty and asked, your pond, ungluda? Like that he asked. Why, yes, smoothly oiled the rich one. So when the poor farmer asked the rich farmer, is it your pond? The rich farmer said, why, yes. Your patch surely ends just there. This land is all mine. So the rich farmer said, your land is over till there itself. This land is mine. And saying this, he crossed his arms and planted his feet foursquare on the ground. So, what happened? The rich farmer, when he is saying that your land is over till there, this land is mine. So, he crossed his arms, that means folded his arms, and planted his feet, means he is standing on the ground foursquare. Foursquare means solidly, அழுத்தமாக. The rich farmer is standing on the ground that the land is his own land. As the rich farmer and the poor one looked at each other, the buffaloes, the dogs, the boar, and yes, even the little bird stopped by to see. So, as the rich farmer and the poor farmer looking at each other, the buffaloes, the dogs, the boar, and also what? The little bird also stopped to see. They all stood around the little jewel of blue, and in every mind, small and big, came a similar thought. Surely I had something to do with this. Then what happened? The rich farmer, the poor farmer, the buffaloes, the dogs, the boar, and also the little bird stood around the little jewel of blue. Little jewel of blue means it is a phrase, it is referring the pond, a little pond. And in everyone's mind, whether it is a small and big means where either it can be a bird or a buffalo, everyone had a similar thought. What thought? Surely I had something to do with this. That they thought that they had to do something with this. And so I end with a question to you, my beloved friend. So here I will end the story with a question to you. Who owns the water? Not a moral, just a thought, a germ of an idea to dig and make bigger. So, what is the question? Who owns the water? Tannir yarukku sondam. So, this is not the moral of the story, it is just a thought. A germ of an idea to dig and make bigger. So, it is like a part of the idea for you to think that natural resources are common to everyone. So, you cannot say that this belongs to me, this is not yours. So, we have to think and do likewise. By this, the session 3 is over. In prose unit 1, who owns the water lesson is completed. In your textbook, take page number 75 and 76, read the session 3 and practice. That's all for today's class, students. In the next class, we will see the book back exercise. Thank you.